college-level statistics is not mean, median, and mode for 3 months like you did in high school. College-level stats is about bringing the college student up to the intellectual place where they can test statistical hypotheses, usually about means, and rarely, if ever, about medians and modes. And this is what you'll actually see the most of on your final Stats 1 college-level final exam: hypothesis testing. But many college students have difficulty getting to this intellectual place. You see, their high school science teachers, well, they lied to them. They told their students that they could define hypotheses as educated guesses. But then they hit college-level statistics and college-level science, and they realized that there are actually two mutually exclusive rival hypotheses. Competing to better fit the data. And if one of these rival hypotheses is an educated guess, then by the mutual exclusivity property, the other college-level hypothesis is the exact opposite of an educated guess. And yet, they are both hypotheses. See the contradiction here? But what else? The next hurdle is the difference between proof and evidence. You see, if the freshman in college had a halfway decent high school math teacher, then at some point in time, they were exposed to a proof of the Pythagorean theorem, or some other simple proof. So they inherently understand that theorems can be proven, certainty can be established, and they're never going to encounter a headline from a news show about the Pythagorean theorem being repealed after the discovery of emails from a Freedom of Information Act request. That's just not going to happen in math. Theorems can be proven. But they also know that scientific theories come and go. And they know that yesterday's theories can become today's laughingstocks, ridiculous looking back, but credible set in the past. And yet, their high school teachers, the media, and even some of our experts use the phrase scientific proof. And with the typical high school education, those contradictions may not manifest. The young mind may not cry out for explanation. But then these very young minds, they hit Stats 1 in college. And these college students learn that scientific proof is really an oxymoron and should not dare be uttered in the Stats 1 class. And this is because of these constructs called Type 1 errors and Type 2 errors. Instead, the caring professors remind their students to use the term scientific evidence instead of scientific proof, and guide them into using phrases like the results suggest, or the results provide evidence for or against, but never prove or disprove. Indeed, this fundamental shift in consciousness, and in language, and in the nexus between the two, this intellectual achievement is the mark of college-level understanding of science and statistics. And unfortunately, the student who says, "I don't want to understand any of this, just show me how to get the right answer," well, that student may be able to do some of the simple questions on their early exams, but without context and overarching themes to put it all together, the synthesis questions inevitable on their finals, well, those questions will be totally over their heads. So, embrace the concepts and the overarching themes. Spend some time thinking about how the pieces fit together. And if you do that, you'll enjoy college-level statistics. And with that, this video essay, written by Dr. J. Lee Noose, comes to a close. And he's just telling it like it is, you know? And it's just his own freaking opinion. Peace.